Hello there and welcome along. The Gardener Ben here with your next rose review. And I know a lot of you will go, oh no, he's got the whole plant with him. But this particular one today, I wanted to showcase really up close and personal. This one is Henri Delbard, obviously bred by French breeder Georges Delbard and launched and introduced into the UK market in 2018. This one is available here in the UK through Peterbilt's and through a multitude of other different suppliers worldwide. Rumoured from the Delbard brand themselves to be one of the best roses that they have ever bred. Now this is high testament indeed, because Georges Delbard are famed for their very strong, very reliable and disease resistant roses, and Henri Delbard is really very pretty, creating a small, compact and well-natured, well-managed shrub, no more than around 3 to 3.5 feet tall and around 2 to 2.5 feet wide. It's small, compact and very pleasing, but produces these really very large, showy, bi-coloured flowers. Now, bi-coloured, they are rippled with different textures of yellow, sort of a sherbet yellow, golden yellow, and a little flash of peachy pink tinge to the flowers. They really are lovely. This rose reminds me heavily of Molyneux from David Austin Roses, which during the summer months changes texture greatly and changes colour greatly. During high temperatures, it bleaches out to this sort of sherbet yellow colour, and you get this residual peachy toned to the flower. However, Molyneux for me lacks an awful lot of fragrance, and this rose is packed full of fragrance, the kind of one that you're going to want to cut and bring into the house, where you can enjoy not only these large flowers but also its really rich foliage. Fragrance. Let's get this one out and show it to you. Boasting a really strong and fast repeat, starting flowering in June. This is going to have wave upon wave of flower in June, July, August, September, and even into the very back end of October. So these flowers really quite large on a small and compact plant, reaching around 3.5, coming on to 4 inches across. They're deeply rosetted, highly textured and open, almost flat, that side profile where you can see those ruffles of petals towards the very center. There is often a sort of a peachy pink halo around the outside, with that blushing of pink and peach really rippled towards the center of the flower. Really are very pleasing indeed. The foliage is very light green, quite fresh in its appearance, picking up these sort of peachy and lime green tones really well to the flower. Very light and soft. It's not thick, it's not coarse, it's very soft to the touch. There's no barbing to the back of the leaf axil. Actually, in total, the thorn count on Henri Delbard is really very low, making it very easy to cut and handle. You can see the small, very pink barbs there. Very sparse indeed, almost a mossing at the back of the stem, easy to strike off if you wanted to cut this one and bring it into the house. In fact, I say a rose of such small statistics, I say only about 3.5 feet high, producing nice, long, strong, sturdy stems. You can see, I mean, this one not too long, only about 5 inches long, but a lot of people would pick this and bring this into the house. I prefer the stems a little longer myself, but if you wanted to, you can cut them once the plant is actually established. But it's the fragrance which is really going to set Henri Delbard out away from the rest of the pack. Oh, I love it when a rose does this. It's strong, it's fruity, it's well-bodied, it's full of citrus notes, it's packed full of orange, sherbet. And you know when you get yourself hold of a really ripe and really perfect mango, and you rub the fruit and you get that lovely sweet, very fruity fragrance off of it. So we've got notes of orange and citrus and mango and sherbet there. It's a really lovely fragrance. I have the pleasure in awarding Henri Delbard an 8 out of 10 for fragrance rating, a whopping 7 out of 10 for disease resistance, and a low thorn count. Makes this particular rose, which is available from Peterbilt's, an absolute triple threat. Unfortunately, too late for this one to poll into my top 50 or top 100 for 2025. But based on those scores, that would really very easily reach the top 50, which is a very good position. Although a lot of you thinking, well, top 50 is not very good, but bearing in mind I've reviewed well over 200 roses now, for this to be compared alongside roses like Silas Marner, Lady Emma Hamilton, and Bring Me Sunshine, all of which have been #1 holding roses with myself. Those are strong attributes in total. But yeah, a very, very lovely rose from George's Delbard. This rose, available from Peterbilt's Roses here in the UK, is Henri Delbard.